Hello and welcome to Tommy Talks TV, the place to be to build great love relationships. I'd like to start by saying a very big thank you for all your likes and your shares and your comments on Facebook, on Twitter, on YouTube. I really appreciate you because you're helping us spread the message further, faster. So thank you very much indeed. Now today I'm going to be taking one of your questions and it goes like this. I want to know if it's okay to marry someone who is 10 to 15 years older than I am. I am nearing my 30s and he just entered his 40s. Now that's an excellent question indeed. I'd like to say that in terms of whether or not you should marry someone who is 10 to 15 years older than you, there is nothing fundamentally wrong with that. There really isn't, but you do need to be aware that there are peculiar challenges that go with such relationships. And as long as you're aware of the challenges and you're prepared for them, then there's no problem if you get married to someone who is that much older than you are. Now, in terms of specifically the challenges that you need to consider, first of all, if you marry someone who is that much older than you, essentially what it means is that you're both from different generations. And if you're from different generations, you might find that having shared interests might be a little bit more tricky because we tend to have shared interests around, experiences that we've had together with people of a similar generation. So if someone is probably 15 years older than you are, then it's likely that you may not have shared interests with that person. So his experiences in school might be different. His choice of hobbies might be, completely different. His interest in music might be, might seem ancient to you. So it would be hard for you to share your interests. So you need to be aware of that, and you need to work really hard to have shared interests with someone who is that much older than you are. The second challenge you also need to be aware of is the issue of shared friendships. Now, the ideal is that when you get married, your friendships or your friends should become mutual friends. So your friends should become his and his friends should become yours, and you should have a mutual circle of friends as much as possible. But if you've got friends who are much younger than his circle of friends, then it would be difficult for you to have those sorts of shared friendships, because your friends will find him probably very old and his friends might find you and your friends so much younger and a little bit more difficult to interact with. So you need to be aware of the issue of shared friendships as well. The third thing you need to consider, and this one is really crucial, is that when you marry someone that is that much older than you, there's a danger of adopting a father-daughter mentality or father-daughter relationship as opposed to actually being partners. Because when you get married to someone, it should be a partnership. So you should contribute to the marriage and he should contribute to the marriage as well. But if he's that much older than you, he will probably be a lot more experienced than you, a lot more established than you, and you need to ask yourself whether he will value your opinion in that relationship rather than treating you like a daughter. And you also need to ask yourself whether you have what it takes to contribute to his life. So can you actually contribute to him and share ideas with him that will be of help to him? What are you bringing to the table, essentially, is what I'm asking. So you need to be aware and be sure that you both contribute to each other's lives and you understand that you're partners in that relationship and not father-daughter. And then the last thing that you need to be aware of is something that sometimes doesn't seem to matter so much when you're younger, but then the older you get, it begins to matter a bit more. So when you reach your prime, probably at 40, 45, he will be nearing retirement at, probably 55. So if he's nearing retirement, he's probably slowing down. He's slowing down physically. He probably look, fairly older than you. And, you might find that affects things. So, for instance, if you're on the go and you really want to, keep doing, energetic things and exciting things and all that, he may not be so interested in things like that at that stage of life. Also, it might affect your sex life, and, there might be health issues that you need to consider. So you need to be aware of that. And also, to add to that, you might find that you have children who are still in school at that stage when he's nearing retirement. So be aware of that and be sure that this is a challenge that you're prepared to face so that you don't get to that stage and then begin to feel resentful. So I hope this has helped you. If this has helped you, then please leave me a message on Facebook or Twitter. And if you've got a question you would like me to answer, then head on over to tommytalks.com/ask and I'll answer your question next time. See you next time. Bye-bye.